speeches. Kindly mute yourself once you finish your speech. You will be unmuted. You will be unmuted during the discussion if required. Please raise your hands if you want to say something in between. Voting window will pop up on your screen. To vote best evaluator and best speaker, please vote accordingly. You can vote to me or the program host directly by using the chat box if there is any technical issue for voting. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our club president. He is software engineer by profession, Toastmaster by passion. His support for club and particularly for me is highly remarkable. As part of existing EFCOM, it helped me and encouraged me to improve my public as well as leadership skills. I could say it helped me to unlock my potential to become better leader. I'm taking this opportunity to wish new EXCOM. Keep your fear to yourself, but share your courage with others. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your thumbs up and help me to welcome Toastmaster Kumaran to start today's business session.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms, Mohammed Suleiman, for that introduction and starting the meeting on time. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest, good evening to you all. My name is Kumaran. I am the president of the Indian Club Toastmasters, as Suleiman introduced. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Indian Club Toastmasters meeting number 380. And I thank you all for joining this meeting. Today is a day of celebration. And also, this is my last speech as the president of the Indian Club Toastmaster. It was a wonderful journey, and I wish today's meeting will be as exciting, and I'm going to cherish this memory throughout my life. Now, we have many guests today because it is a very special meeting. So let me call their names. We have Jaykumar Menon, DTM, Philip Cherian, Tinkaraju, Toastmaster Elias, guest Shaji from Kerala. We have Krishna, Pritika, returning guest, and we have Shivastan. And we have many more today. And I'm sure by the end of mid-session, we will be having more people joining in. So I welcome every single guest today to enjoy this particular meeting. The Indian Club Toastmasters was started in 2004 in October. We meet every second and the fourth Wednesday of the month. This is a place where you can learn to develop your communication and leadership skill. As a club, we provide that environment where the self-learning happens to you. With this, I would go further ahead to a meeting. Today, since it is a celebration, for me it is a celebration because I am seeing this gentleman who is going to come and speak to you next. Speaking on the dais as a club member, playing a role after a very long time. So I am really very, very eager to hear his speech. And also, he is the Division B Director. He is the current elect for the administration, district administration. And also, he has held so many roles within our club in ICTM EXCOM as a president, VP Education, and furthermore. I can speak about him a lot, but I wanted to give that time to him to hear him speak. So let us put our hands together to welcome today's Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Ravi Shankar. Put your hands together.
Thank you for that nice introduction, President. Rather, I would say proud president with accomplishments, as never a president of Indian club had before. Dear friends, last week, President Kumaran called me and said, this is the tone. Sir, I want help from you. He had never asked me for my help. Let me be very frank. He had never asked me for any help, in fact, before. In fact, I was the one who has taken many times help from him last 2-3 years. I thought he was going to ask something very big. The humility is that, please be the TM Modi for next meeting. I literally laughed at me. A president can exercise authority and say, just do it. And I felt a little bit bad. I'm not doing something back to the club. This club is a place where I trained everything for myself. My coach, my mentors, my gurus, whatever, everything I learned, my friends, my happiness, everything lies in this club. So I thought, let me try to do that role again for Indian Club Toastmasters. Visiting dignitaries, my dear favorite DTM Sampath from Chennai, all the way. Toastmasters friends, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Friends, I don't have any special theme for this today, but I'm just going to share a little of ICTM. As Kumaran said, this is a celebration night. And this is really truly a celebration night because year after year at Indian Club Toastmasters, we cherish emulating our own performances. It just reflects over the years since October 2004 till now. This club has witnessed many accolades, achievements. We had ups and downs. You can say speed breakers and bumps. But true to Toastmasters club mission, this club members, since chartering, I would say, till date have been supporting each other in developing a sustained personal growth to boast with. This motivates the members to deliver quality a lot in this club. This is what I learned before becoming president of this club. The time I planned to incept a ICTM Premier Night. And once we motivate the members to deliver a quality with the supporting leadership, that turned to be a leader. And leaders inspired leaders. Leaders inspired leaders. And ICTM leaders also too did. My accolades, whatever they say, division director or DAM, whatever they say, those are just small abbreviations. What I got is purely from Indian Club Toastmasters. Even now recently, when you see all the chips are down, odds are against the whole world, we lost Indian Club venue recently. It is COVID season for last 3 months. And life turned totally upside down in almost everything. Toastmasters also no exceptions. Even during the downtime, Indian Club Toastmaster was the first club in Qatar conducting a successful Toastmasters meeting online. This set the ball rolling for other clubs to follow the suit. They hold this record, doing everything, setting an example. That's why I say leaders create leaders here. It is phenomenal. We started this club, we had single-digit educational awards, then it became 20s, then the steeplechase increased, crossing 30s, 40s, and this year it is 50s. I don't know when the 100 going to come. It's very possible. You know, something I came across, Zig Ziglar, as he stated, you don't build a club, you build members, and then members build the club. One such club, dear friends, newcomers, guests, and Indian Club Toastmasters, one such club is Indian Club Toastmasters, where we can proudly say we have an organic growth, and this is the melody of Indian Club Toastmasters. I would call this as the melody of Indian Club Toastmasters. Always I used to think the current XCOM, how they work. A lot of difference in way they work and how I used to plan my things. In this XCOM, I always used to think they have a concerted, coordinated, a collaborative approach within them in our quest for excellence for the club. They used all opportunities to turn the club to excellence this year. And today is that special day, what we call as Indian Club Toastmasters annual calendar, annual premiere night. And this is 5th year in succession since we planned it 5 years before. And today, the speciality of this premiere night is we celebrate this evening to honor and thank the members who contributed remarkably for our performances. Also, it is a day we can boast proudly in front of all the members. We say, we did this, we did this. That's the day today. But before we start thumping our chest, your club XCOM have tailored today's meeting with the 2 regular project speeches. In regular fashion, and as today's Toastmaster of the day, I'll be taking you all through it. Without much ado, let me get into the meaty matter. To start with, it's time to introduce the support group for my role today. I left a moments of truth question to each one of them, and they answered me privately. A Toastmaster meeting, as we all gentlemen say, is a success only when we do things in time. Let me introduce a timer for today. This gentleman, Toastmaster Krishna Kumar Rasaya, he is from Sri Lanka. He's a Tamilian, so I had a familiarity in talking my own language. We became friends when he was the president of Zeron Toastmasters Club. I used to visit there regularly because Indian Club had a big association with them. One of the finest gentlemen who likes to maintain things in time. His club meetings, club members were not participating strongly. But this gentleman, what I observed that time is very sincere in opening a meeting in time, finishing in time, hospitality of the members, everything was intact. Last time when he met me, he came to my home and gave his wedding card and went. And after that, I had a couple of chances to meet him. Then I was very happy he joined Indian Club Toastmasters. I asked him, what is that you gained maximum after joining ICT? He said, a lot of including wonderful, encouraging family and motivating skills. This was his frank answer. Friends, that is moment of truth from a gentleman whose club got closed and came and joined Indian Club Toastmasters. Toastmaster Krishna, could you please brief your role as a timer?
Thank you for the introduction, sir. Today, my role as a timer to monitor the timings of each and individual segments of the meeting. With today's meeting, there are 2 speeches. With today's meeting, there are 2 speeches. One is icebreaker and the other one is the P5. There will be the timings will be monitored in accordingly. At the beginning of the when the speaker is reaching the time, I'll be showing the green card like this, and when in between of the meeting, I'll be showing the color card yellow. Oops. Hello? Am I on the meeting?
Yeah, you're there. Keep going.
Okay. And in between of the red color, when the speaker reaches the last minute of the allotted time, then I'll be showing the red color card like this. So since today we don't have any table topic sessions, but we have some evaluation sessions. So evaluators are allotted 2 to 3 minutes time. During the beginning of the, when he reaches the 2 minutes time, I'll be showing the green color like this. And in between of the speech, yellow color card will be shown in this way. And when he reaches the last minute, then the red color card will be shown in this way. I hope we'll be having a good meeting today and we can enjoy the meeting today. Back to over to my Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Timer Krishna. Your detailed explanation was very nice, but the color cards were not visible.
Is it?
So
Okay.
you need to quickly work on it. I'll come back to you. Go and keep working on it quickly.
Sure.
Next, we have our most important role in any of our club meetings, the grammarian. Very special for me, this gentleman. I asked today's grammarian, Toastmaster KP Murli, what was the best moment for you with ICTM? And yesterday I had a chat with a friend. This is what he's going to say. And exactly that's what he said. The best moment for me, he replied, undoubtedly was a visit to DTAC 2016 with the ICTM members Surya, Ravi, Sheikh, and Nirmala. The atmosphere was just fantastic. Sheikh was just awesome. And the visit was one of my golden memories with some great speeches, being heard, interacted with some of the best talents in Toastmasters and socializing friends.
Sorry?
Friends. He said everything except one. Socializing he did in a lovely bar with the lovely songs. Unforgettable journey for me with Kepi Murli on that day. This man, friends, has got two sides in my observance. He's very hard, he's very soft. When I say hard, he's got a permanent, natural smile, which he can never remove it. He always got it. And when we say soft, literally soft, in smule. We have with us a smiling and smuling personality grammarian. Kepi Murali, sir, could you please explain the role of grammarian?
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi, for that unique introduction, smiling and smuling, actually. I'm hearing this introduction for the first time, actually. Well, Toastmaster of the day, distinguished guests and Toastmasters from different parts and different countries, actually. My role as a grammarian is to monitor all the speeches and look out for the good as well as the bad usage of English language and present my report when I'm called upon to do so by the general evaluator. Apart from that, I also have to present the word of the day, and I will just put it on slide actually. I'll just share it for you. The word of the day, as you can see in my background, is harmonious, and the meaning is things that go well together or people that get along well. Some of the synonyms of this word are symphonic, rhythmical, melodious, and a few sentences. Toastmasters' Tripti speech was wonderful, harmonious balance of good content, amazing vocal variety, and fantastic body language. It was a harmonious blend of different colors at the art exhibition. And today we are seeing a harmonious blend of Toastmasters from different parts of the world. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, KP Murli, sir. Friends, next we are, Timer, would you like to show the cards quickly? Timer Razia, quickly 3 colors. Thank you. That's how we're going to do it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Krishna. And next role, the listener. I've not met this gentleman. Heard little about from him recently. Toastmaster Pappu Giri. When I posted a question to all the role players yesterday, today's listener was the first person to respond to me. A moment of truth from him. I asked him, what is that you like most about Indian Club Toastmasters? Friends, he replied, the most thing I like about Indian Club Toastmaster is the environment. As a new member, I am overwhelmed by the care, support, and encouragement I have received here. That was a moment of truth for the Indian Club. He serves as a camp administrator with Black Cat Engineering and Construction Company at Mesaid. He's from a beautiful country, famous for resources, he says, and religious belief and hospitality, Nepal. What I felt is, apart from being from the country where Everest rocks, his name Giri also translates in Sanskrit to rock. It coins for me, Pappu rocks. Toastmaster Pappu, would you please brief your role?
Hi, good evening. Thank you, sir, for the warm introduction. This is Pappu Giri, the new member of ICTM. And today I am playing the role of a listener. So as we all know, to be a better public speaker, one should be first a better listener. So today I'll be playing this role and I will be noting down some questions for you. And at the end of the session, after all the speeches are done, I will be asking few questions to all the members here in this session. And since there will be no any choice answers, so please be attentive and please be free to answer the questions at the last. Thank you. Over to the TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pappu. Friends, last, I have the R counter, Toastmaster Kumar Natarajan. In life, we all like something, but we don't get what all we like. But we support something. And eventually, at one stage, we support and fall in love with that too. That is what the R counter is performing today. I simply asked him, which meeting role you like most at Indian Club Toastmasters and why? He says, the role I like the most is evaluator, as it allows me to learn while giving feedback to the speaker. If you are only talking about supporting roles, I love the R counter the most because I'm doing it today to understand where I'll also be potentially make the errors and where I stumble so I can correct. Good, I did not ask him the question, what you like most, what did you gain most in the Indian Club Toastmasters? Because nowadays we don't have idlis and dosas. Toastmaster Kumar, please, could you please brief your role as a R counter? Kumar?
Hello. Hello, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi. There's a technical glitch. I thought it is unmuted, but I actually muted it. To fellow Toastmasters, friends and guests, good evening. My role as an R counter is to count the number of unnecessary sound and repetitive words that is being used when a speaker is speaking on stage, effectively in this virtual stage, and the other role plays as well. For example, you know, I mean, all these will be counted. Reason is these are called filler words that would affect the effectiveness of the speech, how you deliver the speech. At the end of the meeting, I will be reporting to the TMOD my role here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kumar. President, we don't have any non-Toastmaster guests today, right?
We have
There's
from
so many.
different part of the world.
We have non-Toastmaster guests. Okay. Dear guests to this meeting, a typical Toastmasters meeting education session consists of 3 segments in speeches, table topics, and evaluation. But today, being a special meeting, there is an exemption for table topics. And today's education session, we are going to start with the prepared speech. We are fortunate to witness 2 project speeches from Visionary Communication Pathways. One, starting the journey, and other, reaching close to the destination. Interestingly, 2 speakers, 2 evaluators, all powerful ladies of this club. The speaker number 1, Toastmaster Archana Karmarkar. She is delivering her first ever Toastmasters speech, the icebreaker. As she is about to start her journey, her speech is getting evaluated by a damsel who just completed a DTM journey in Pathways and is also the first DTM Pathways this term in our district. DTM, Alarmel Mangai. Could you please read the purpose of Icebreaker project.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, once again for those warm words of introduction. Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear virtual viewers, good evening all. As introduced by the Toastmaster of the Day, today Toastmaster Archana Karmakar is attempting her first ever project in Toastmasters called Icebreaker. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and to learn the basic structure of public speaking. The time allotted is 4 to 6 minutes. The speech could be of any nature. It could be informative, inspirational, or humorous. I wish all good luck to Toastmaster Archana Karmakar. Wish her a long journey in Toastmasters. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, GTM Maller. Friends, please help me welcome Toastmaster Archana Karmarkar to make her debut with her icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Archana.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Archana.
Okay, that's great. Okay, good evening, friends. As I was introduced, my name is Archana Karmarkar. Today, I'm going to give a little bit of glimpse about myself. I am the child of my city, Pune, culturally vibrant, youthfully diversified, surrounded by nature, educationally rich, and full of foodies. Me, proud and confident, adamant, determined, stubborn, bit of unstable, but very sure, a responsible person, came into existence into this world as the eldest of 3 daughters. I was never attracted to any dolls or toys. My feet always took me to the ground for the outdoor activities. Uh, Playing cricket, playing rather gully cricket, I would say, playing gully cricket, football, etc., mostly with boys. My parents didn't approve this, but never discourage me doing anything like this. Rather, my father made me assist him do all the outdoor activities like handling various tools like hammer, drill machines, or doing all the grocery things, paying bills, transporting materials when our house was constructed like bricks and all, etc. While my mother perfected my skills for the household chores. Being the naughtiest in my class, I had a record of punishment amongst girls. Not very good in academics, uh, not being the brightest child, I would say, but volunteered in all the other activities which was fun for me than studies. My education and my career was nowhere near each other. I did my bachelor's in statistics, went on to complete my master's in personal management, and ended up working a variety of jobs from teaching, consulting in a visa firm, marketing, etc. Latest one being the social media marketing and event management along with the HR related assistance. Now, this had an adverse effect, but in a funnier way, I would say. During my groom hunt, the father of one of the grooms said to my parents, "No family would be happy if their son marries me." This was not harmonious to hear, isn't it? Reason being the inconsistency in my biodata presented for matrimony, where my qualification and my profession replicated unpredictable zigzag manner, precise words used by him. But as it is said, you create your own destiny. And I created my own by marrying my husband, who is very supportive and encouraging. Bonus was my mother-in-law, who never conflicted my likings. We developed a very good rapport and had an understanding to such an extent that sometimes my husband felt as an outsider. Adding to this party was my beautiful, cute little son, Vedant. On a serious note, I am on the right path. Perfectly. Learning about life is a never ending process. People near you teach you those, rather show you those aspects which stays you forever with you. My mother-in-law was physically weak, but confronted this challenge with a smile on her face till her last moments. When my father passed away, he had just retired from his busy life, but his determination to give his daughters the finest of education and their identity, to develop their identity in the society, was impeccable. His loss created a void, but made me realize not to take any moment for granted. My friends showed me, my friends showed me sharing everything in the most joyful way. My husband taught me to be humble, my son, patience. My profession taught me to balance the professional life and the personal life, and to be diplomatic and sometimes competitive whenever and wherever necessary. All these experiences imparted a great lesson on me. Be optimistic, and you will see light at the end of the tunnel. Your family and your friends are your great support, and uh, you have to be strong always and forever. Well, right now I'm enjoying a deserved break from all the hitches and zigzag mannerisms after coming to Qatar by playing the role of a wife and a mother. I think so successfully, finding a pathway to understand me, because till now I never had time to understand what I was. So after coming to Qatar, actually the social life was, well, you can say, stagnant. So when my husband suggested me that we should join ICTM family, I just accompanied him to be just a support. But when I actually met all the people over here who are very friendly and encouraging, I thought, why not give it a try? So, my dear friends, here I am giving my first speech as a Toastmaster, breaking the ice with my introduction, hopefully having told all the necessary elements which are required. Thank you for your patience. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archana. Timer, please note 1 minute silence for evaluation and feedback.
TMOD 1 minute over.
Thank you. Friends, this lady who says who played cricket with many people, I had asked her a moment of truth question. I asked her, what you expected from Toastmasters before joining Indian Club Toastmasters and what you realize now. She replied to me, well, I did not expect anything from the Toastmasters before joining, as I thought it to be a usual club where people meet and spend time together. But after I joined, I liked the welcoming and encouraging atmosphere it reflected. Added to it, It was a platform where all types of heads, brains come together to discuss, even argue, making it a learning process. This is a good thing to develop you as a person. That was another moment of truth, my dear friends. Let me tell you a small connection in between. When I started my Toastmasters journey, there were two reasons. I'm not going to talk about it fully here. Two people bullied me. One was my daughter, another was my good friend Surya, to make me to take the right decision in my life. But when I started, I always felt after a few speeches, very tough to climb. I was more inclined to do activities than giving speeches. So when I put them together, I always think this whole journey is like a big hill for me. You have to take a first step, put all your energy to climb the top gradually. And that the first step is something what the first speaker did today. And when you put your energy, go take a breath, you get used to it, bear the pain and walk to the top, you need to exhale. Take a breath and exhale. And that's what the second speaker is going to do now. Second speaker today is Dripti Saha. She's got a nice feminine name, which means satisfaction. But she seems to me never satisfied with her quest for excellence. She wants to keep emulating day after day. She keeps on asking me, what is this? What is that? How to do? What to do better? What could be there? She never satisfied on herself. But today she's going to deliver the last project from Visionary Communication Path. I asked her to, Tripti, as an individual, before joining Toastmasters and now, Tripti, what changed? She laughed over it and said, before joining Toastmaster as Dr. Tripti, the achievements were increasing day by day. After joining Toastmasters and becoming Toastmaster Dr. Tripti, the achievements are getting doubled every single day. I wonder what will happen if she becomes Distinguished Toastmaster Dr. Tripti. Her project speech evaluator is seasoned Toastmaster who is pursuing a second DTM in Pathways journey. DTM Anita, please outline the project purpose of Toastmaster Tripti Saha's speech today.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster Tripti is going to present the Level 5 project, Reflect on Your Path. As the names of the project suggests, the purpose of this project is for the member to reflect on her growth during the completion of an entire path. And in today's speech, Toastmaster Tripti has to share some aspect of her growth during the completion of a path in whatever manner that she feels comfortable in. It can be an inspirational, a humorous, or an educational speech. All the best to you, Toastmaster Tripti. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Ditya Manita.
Thank you.
Friends, please help me welcome Toastmaster Tripti with her speech title, Born Voyage. Born Voyage, Toastmaster Tripti.
Am I audible?
Very much, Tripti.
Thank you. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin, said by Tony Robbins. Friends, every journey starts with one single step and one single thought. Our determination and perseverance will decide the success or failure of that journey. Around 2.5 years back, when I decided to join Toastmasters, my only objective was to improve my communication skills. But during these 2.5 years, I have found a deep sea of knowledge. The best part is, this knowledge can be acquired at our own pace, and it can be utilized in different walks of life. Within this short span of time, I am able to feel a drastic transformation within me. The credit goes to my continuous thrust to learn, love, and learn. This thrust to learn helped me to reach a point that's worth sharing my experience during this journey. Friends, this journey of Path 2, visionary communication, has reached its destination today. Throughout, I was able to fetch my part of pearls while drowning deep inside this sea of knowledge. Let's have a glimpse on my treasure full of precious pearls. Let me first talk about my learnings. The very first life lesson that I learned during this visionary communication path is challenge yourself. Friends, doing anything for the first time is a challenge. As the learning happens for the first time, it gives you a tough time with obstacles. I have learned that doing the same thing for the second time is a bigger challenge, as you want to do one step better than what you did the previous time. Be it script writing, speaking, taking any meeting roles or leadership roles. Friends, when you do it for the second time, challenge yourself and try to do better than before. The second life lesson that I learned during this path is life with vision and vision with action can change the world. This path is a wonderful collection of projects that gives us a broad knowledge of visualizing our vision. Not only this, it also teaches us about the planning and execution of our vision. A vision could be related with our own life, which is good, but sometimes thinking out of the box brings a new experience. Friends, I learned this lesson in my level 5 project, Develop Your Vision, where I decided to contribute to our club's website development. The vision is on and we are on the job. Let me tell you about the third learning. Toastmasters focuses on speaking, writing, leadership skills. I am blessed to have my inclination in all these three areas. Giving regular speeches inside and outside Indian Club is helping me in learning better speaking skills. Taking initiatives in writing scripts on my own is giving me confidence. And accepting leadership roles and new challenges is making me more stronger and more disciplined. Let me talk about the fourth important learning, communication. Communication is the essence of human interaction, be it verbal or written. It should be meaningful and properly understood by the recipient. Friends, in level 4, I got to learn and experience the tactics of verbal communication, especially when you are communicating about sentimental issues. Just like I did a few months back, when I communicated about one such sentimental issue. I communicated about the change in a 12 years old club's meeting venue. To experience the strength of written communication, I gave a try to blog writing, one of the best ways to express without any restriction. Friends, the list of my learning is endless, but due to time constraint, let me talk about one more learning. What is common between a teacher and a Toastmaster? Allow me. Both are passionate speakers. Sharing knowledge as a teacher is different from giving speeches. And giving speeches is very much different from presenting an educational module. After giving 10 plus speeches, I challenged myself to speak professionally as an educational module presenter. Interaction with same level of intellectuals teaches you many life lessons. Sharing of knowledge and learning happens at the same time. Now, let me tell you about some of my achievements. As Toastmaster of the Day already mentioned about my achievements, but for those who missed, let me mention again. The count of my visible achievement is increasing day by day, but the count of my invisible achievements is getting doubled every single day. Be it knowledge, self-confidence, interpersonal and leadership skills, attitude towards success and failure, risk-taking capacity, time management, and many more. How can I not tell you about the challenges that I faced during Visionary Communication Path? Let's have a look. Every new path brings new challenges and needs more commitment from you. Friends, Visionary Communication Path basically focuses on vision based on some initial activities or events, its planning and communication. The biggest challenge that I faced was thinking about the task that can be planned properly and then executed and communicated properly to the audience. After doing a lot of brainstorming, I thought of doing something which is required and which is also useful. Club's website was not updated from last few months, and because of that, members and guests were not getting current updates related with the club. Friends, with this thought in my mind, I decided to work on the same. By God's grace and with the support of my pillars, I was able to successfully get through this challenge. Well, if you will ask me about my future goals, friends, I believe in present. I believe in hard work to make my present a better today for a better tomorrow. If you will ask me about my future goals, I would say my goals evolve with time. For the coming term, the club has given me a crucial responsibility to fulfill. I'll try to learn, and with all of your support, we'll try to keep Indian Club's flag flying high. Well, I will not leave the floor without suggesting you something that I find it useful. The very first suggestion is, Pathways is a customized educational track with practical and theoretical exposure. Friends, almost 80% of projects involve an initial activity or event as a part of project objective. The speech objective will be fulfilled by sharing the learning and experience throughout the activity or event. To get the best out of every single project, read the project objective very carefully, discuss with your mentor, prepare well, and voila, you are ready to rock. The second suggestion is, there are many projects which are common in almost all the 11 paths, except level 1 and 2 with no electives. For rest of the levels, try to choose different projects every time to avoid monotony and repetition. Friends, challenge yourself, bring creativity, and enjoy new learning. Third suggestion in the list is, visiting different clubs outside your home club is a bliss in this virtual era. Friends, try to step out, try to log in a different Zoom ID and experience giving speeches in other clubs. Trust me, wonderful experience with lots of learning. My most important suggestion to each one of you is, beware of the power of comparison. It's a double-edged sword. Avoid comparing yourself with others, but always keep an eye on your own progress. Compete, not with others, but with your own self. My dear friends, after completing 2 complete paths, with all the personal experience I have gained, I would say, consistency and commitment is the only key to success. There is no shortcut to real success. In the whole process, your mentor plays a very crucial role. Do not hesitate to disturb your mentor at least once in a week. If you wish to disturb them every day, please feel free. Trust me, your mentor will be happy to assist you. Friends, it would be injustice if I leave the floor without mentioning one important life lesson that I got during this journey as well as my entire journey of Toastmasters. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act but a habit. Friends, learning has no limit. Try and experience. I wish you all bon voyage. Good luck. Back to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tripti. Timer, maintain 1 minute of silence for evaluation and feedback.
We reached the time.
Thank you, Krishna. Toastmaster Tripti, you climbed the hill and you're standing in the top. How do you feel now?
So wonderful.
The journey is yet to complete. You've done the hard work climbing up the hill.
Wonderful.
The next task for you is to enjoy the return journey where you have to put less energy, just glide through the mountain to finish your DTM project. Best wishes to you. Timer, did all
Thank you so much.
both
Thank
the
you.
speakers finish within the time limit? Timer, Krishna?
Pardon me?
Both the speaker
Yeah,
did
sure.
the project within time limit?
Yeah, both the speakers are qualified. Archana Karmakar took 6.5 minutes, 6.05 minutes, and Tripti Saha took 11.09 minutes. Sorry, 11.90 minutes.
Right.
Thank you.
Good. But for this Archana Karmakar, she has given an icebreaker speech today. I don't know how you people manage to give a standing ovation. You know, tradition we do it. Should we not switch on?
Child loved to play gully cricket. You gave the absolute picture of toddler Archana, how she went to school and she couldn't excel in studies. How was her professional life and how did she settle down in the personal life? Absolutely. I enjoyed every bit of your life. Having stated that, allow me to enhance your positives I observed as an evaluator. I loved the language usage, the narration techniques you used in developing the story of your life. I also loved the way you spoke. Speaking from heart is one of the ability we all try to develop in Toastmasters. And I also appreciate your confidence in delivering your icebreaker before such august audience. Hats off. As an evaluator, it's my duty to give you some suggestions to take you to the next level. As I told you, no doubt you are a confident speaker and you are in the right place. Just that if you could make use of Toastmasters a little more, this particular project also requires you to understand the basics of public speaking. That is all about organizing your speech with a proper opening, body, and conclusion. To do all these things, we do have mentors to support you and guide you. The Toastmaster Archana, you're in the right place, finding right sources to enhance your talents such as public speaking, command over language, and confidence. If you could adapt my suggestion of taking your Toastmasters journey a little more seriously and take the support of your mentors, I'm sure you'll be that light for many of us in your life. Wish you all good luck, Toastmasters Archana. Shine on. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, DTM Malamir Mangai, for that wonderful feedback. One minute silence for.
No, for evaluation, no silence. We can get
Not
on.
needed, right? Oh, okay, okay. Moving on to the next evaluation, which will be done by DTM Anita Samantha. Now, for all those new members and guests, please let me remind you that our club, Indian Club Toastmasters, started in 2004, and she is one of the founder members of Indian Club Toastmasters. It really, I mean, to be with her in her company and attend meeting, it's a privilege for me, I would say. And there is so many things which I learned from her. I mean, she is a true inspiration, and people call her as Iron Lady of Indian Club Toastmasters, which she truly stands for. So let us invite DTM Anita Samantha to evaluate of one more budding speaker of Indian Club Toastmasters, Pripti Saha, to evaluate a speech from level 5 visionary communication, the last page. Over to DTM Samantha, Anita Samantha.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for those warm and lovely words of introduction. Really thankful for that. Who can be better than Tripti today to talk about consistency and hard work? We have seen Toastmaster Tripti from the time that she has joined the club, and the way she has worked hard and with consistency has been able to reach the division, and we expect her to reach the district next time. Toastmaster Tripti today gave her Project 5, Reflect Your Path, and she clearly mentioned about the learnings and the achievements and also the challenges she faced through her path. On the challenges, it was CV, yes, CP. The listener will test your listening skills on what that stands for. She also went on to give us a few tips of how we can improve our journey in Toastmasters and also become a successful communicator. Having completed 2 parts, Tripti is no doubt a great speaker. And she had very good content, and the project was well presented. As I said, she has come a long way. When she started off, she used to be a super fast train. Now, she has evolved into a speaker with the right pace of words. Well done, Toastmaster Tripti, on your path completion. And what a day to reflect on your path on the celebrations of ICTM. But if there is something which you could have done even better, I would say it is the voice modulation. It seemed a bit flat, especially the pride and the excitement were missing, especially when you were speaking about your achievements. You could have brought out the pride and the excitement in your tone. And I also felt the whole presentation was a bit too generic about Toastmasters and how it is beneficial. And of course, you spoke about some aspects of how it benefited you and how you have grown. But I felt that you could have added more personal stories and also spoken about a few people who have influenced you through this path. That would have added more value to your speech today. Overall, a very well presented speech, very good content and delivery, with a little bit of voice modulation to show that excitement and pride in your voice when you talk about your achievements, and also including more of personal stories and talking about people who influenced you during this path would have added great value to your speech and would have taken it to the next level. Wishing you very best, and I hope you get your DTF very soon and you start on your next path as soon as possible. Best of luck again, Toastmaster Tripti, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Madam. Now, let us move on to the second part of this general evaluation, which would be to take the reports from our role plays for today. Meanwhile, I'll request all the members and guests for today to vote for the best evaluator and for the best speaker also. To start with, I would like to ask our listener to provide with his report. Listener, Toastmaster
yes,
Papugiri?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a poll or how do we vote?
Yeah, a poll should be coming.
Yeah, I will be setting up
the options.
Hello, can I start my role
Kumaran,
for the listener?
Yeah. Just a minute. Toastmaster Papu. I think Mr. Kumaran is working on the poll for the best evaluator and the best speaker.
Both of the, excuse me, Toastmaster, both general evaluator, both of the speakers are qualified as well as both of the evaluators also are qualified. Speakers and evaluators.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Timer, for the report. I think by the time Mr. Kumaran, Toastmaster Kumaran is working on that, Toastmaster Papu, can you please give me a report?
So, as a listener, do I need to now ask the question that I have noted down?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, as a listener, since this is my first time here taking this role as a listener, not only as a listener only, taking the club role, any role for the first time. So I have noted down few questions and I want the members here to tell me the answer. So the first question I'm going to tell is, Mr. KP Murli used the word of the day, harmonious. And he said there are 3 synonyms for it: symphonic, rhythmical, and what was the last one?
Melodious.
Correct. I'm going to say one line here. You build members and members build the club. Who said this line today?
Toastmaster
Ravi, in the words of Zig Ziglar.
Toastmaster Ravi. So everyone is correct here. And one more line by the speaker today. You create your own destiny. Who said this today?
Archana.
Toastmaster Archana.
Correct. Toastmaster Archana. Toastmaster Archana said she has a son. What is the name of her son?
Vedant.
Can anyone tell me?
Vedant.
Vedant, correct. Vedant is the correct answer. And Toastmaster Archana, she used to play 2 sports. One is gully cricket and the other is?
Football.
Correct. Dr. Tripti, she quoted a line, the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Who said this?
Tony
Robbins.
Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins. And one last line, better late than never. Who said this today?
Tripti Saha.
Actually, no one said this.
No.
No one said this actually.
That's what. That's
No one said this.
no one said this.
Over to the TMOD.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prabhu. The last one was a literally twist.
Yeah,
Everybody got into that. I was wondering about who would have told this. All right. Thank you so much. Can I have Kumar Natarajan, the ARC counter for today, to give his report?
Hi. Thank you, Toastmaster Narasimhan. And it's my pleasure to be the ARC counter and report to Toastmaster Narasimhan. It's been a very, very long time. Regarding the role for today, I mean, it's a overall, there has been several times has been used by several speakers, right from Toastmaster of the day till general evaluator till the evaluators, and including myself. Notable repetition is from speaker number 2, Ms. Tripti. She is very fond of friends. So there has been every line probably had 2 friends. So other than this, it is a very harmonious speaking environment today. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kumar, for that brief report and the crisp report. Hello? Hello?
We can hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now moving on to the next role players report, that is a grammarians report. Toastmaster KP Murli, can we please have your report?
Thank you, General Evaluator. I mean, it was, as a grammarian, I can only say one day that if I had gone to sleep and woken up after some time and said the usage of grammar was very good, I think most of you would have agreed. It was one such day, in fact. So I found the general usage of grammar very good. The language used was very good. Starting from the Toastmaster of the day, we used so many colorful words that we were literally drowned in that. And I'm sure the English language would have been enhanced with that. There's some good sentences which I had picked up, which were also hijacked by the other role players, but I'll just read them out actually. Speaker one said, you create your own destiny, which was something very profound. Speaker two said, the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Then she also said, drowning deep inside this sea of knowledge, visualizing your vision. And we are what we repeatedly do. Very few instances where I noticed some incorrect usage. One such was education and career was nowhere near each other. I would have thought it would have said education and career were nowhere near each other. And then mother-in-law never conflicted my likings. Now the word conflict, it relates to a state of confusion. I would have said it's never disagreed with my liking, which would have been more simpler actually. Otherwise, it's a good day to be a grammarian. Thank you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, grammarian, for your report. I mean, I believe these 3 roles which we have, the role players of listening, the ARC counter, and the grammarian, these are basically the tools that really adds flavor to your communication skills in your personal life or in your professional life also. So I would encourage all the new members who have come to please take up these roles meeting after meeting. And it really doesn't matter whether you're a good listener or your grammar is good or not, but this is the way we learn and this is the way we can enrich ourselves, being among the experienced Toastmasters also. Last timer, now how much time we have?
Now we are delayed by 17 minutes.
17 minutes. That means when my session started, we were 5 minutes behind, and now it's 17 minutes. So yeah, I have taken away 12 minutes.
Correct.
So I'll keep my. Yeah.
Sorry, our session general evaluation session was delayed by 15 minutes when it was started.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. We will move on to the third session, which will be my general observation about today's meeting, and I'll keep it very short and crisp. I have more positives to see in this meeting because I'm attending this meeting after a long time, really long time. And seeing almost 59 members logged in right now, I mean, that itself is an amazing feeling. for this meeting, how the preparation was made, that was wonderful. A good job done by the ExCom to release the agenda well in time. It was from the top to the bottom, everything, all the details was covered in that. Today's meeting also started on time. The Sergeant at Arms, as clear as possible, he could read the Toastmasters mission statement, which is very important for us. President's message was very short and sweet, but I would request the President's speech to be more inspirational or motivational, because that is what starts the meeting. You need to build up the tempo of the meeting. So maybe a personal story or an inspirational message would really add a lot of value and make it more interesting for the meeting and the whole meeting to come up. Toastmaster of the day, everybody knows about him. He makes it very interesting. We didn't have a team for today's meeting. In spite of that, he made it so interesting by his own experiences and memories of Indian Club Toastmasters, from where it started and where it is today. So that was really very good. Both the speakers were amazing today. I would say we have one Puneri in between us, amongst us. I'm very happy because I'm from Mumbai, so that gives me more happiness to see more of people from my state, that is Maharashtra. Tripti Saha, what can we say? Your person who is like your growth is quite vertical, I would say. And as Toastmaster Ravi Shankar said, now it is for you to enjoy that level and just share your knowledge to all the members who are there under you. And thank you so much for giving me I would like to thank the ExCom and especially the VP Education for giving me this role. Today's meeting is a very special meeting for all of us. So I would like to hand over the control back to the Toastmaster in the evening so that they can enjoy the next sessions that is going to come up in today's meeting. Thank you so much once again. Nice to see you all after a long time. Over to the Toastmaster of the day. Ravi, back to you. Ravi.
Sorry, got muted. Thank you, General Evaluator. So time running out, there's a delay on my side. Let me push it very fast. Friends, Toastmaster of the day role is over. It's time for me to hand over the podium to the President. Before that, as Division B Director, so far I'm a member of this club, whatever I spoke. As a Division B Director, I never got a chance to address clearly about this club. This club has been instrumental and a big weight I have in the Division B chart. And I would say Division B is a big weight in district chart because of we have Indian Club Toastmasters with me. And today is a special day, as Kumaran said, the celebration night. Kumaran, you have been one of the best president of this club. Mark my words. Every president is best in their own unique way. I have done my role in my own best way. I've done something for that. Other presidents have done something. Every president carved a niche to do something best. And you have done something very unique with your creativity for this club. And that's a brand we created. Indian Club has one brand out of the thing that is Kumaran. You help not only the club, you help the area, you help the Division 2. I have stated this many times. And thank you to the VP Education of this club. Accolades and accolades he added. He drove people. He made people to accomplish things. A large level of satisfaction I could feel in this. When we started 5 years before this ICTM Premier's Night, when I planted it first time, I had my good friend Ritesh with me. He was the president at that time. So he only made all the help for me to make this ICTM night happen that day. So I miss him this evening. He's not here with me.
Ravi is here. Ritesh is here.
I'm here, Ravi.
Ravi joined.
Came to Ritesh bhai.
How can I miss your session?
Thank you. Thank you for coming. You have done a nice thing today, joining Indian Club's Premier Night it is. You know the amount of enthusiasm we used to put into this. It's going to happen now.
That's right.
So friends, it's going to time for thumping the chest by the President. The President has got all the right to tell what is Indian Club today and what we have done this year strongly. Over to you, back to you, President. Best wishes to you. You have done a very good job. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ravi.
Kumaran, sorry to disturb you. Our district director is here. Just wanted to let you know.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ravi, for that beautiful words. Absolutely, as in a team, we have accomplished whatever you have said. And it is also because of the past leaders of the Indian Club Toastmasters who have kept that stone for us to move. And also they created the path where we are following. So absolutely the credits goes to the past leaders and the members. The support that I have got from Indian Club Toastmasters, from the members, is what today's accomplishments is all about. Today's celebration is all about. And also I would like to acknowledge once again the presence of all the dignitaries from the division, district, and also the guests. Because we are running short of time, I thought of excusing my time in it and making sure that we have a speaker who is all the way from India waiting to take over. Now let me put up my 1 minute. Yes. Now I'm going to present the club annual performance report. Never the past 1 year, such a report has been put on in a formal meeting. But we have kept informed to all the members of the club through our WhatsApp group and through emails. Indian Club Toastmasters was chartered in 2004. And today, 1920, we have consecutively for the past 4 years have achieved the 10 DCP points and 7th consecutive year, and on the 8th year out of the 15 years of chartering our club. And today, as of today, we stand as in a president distribution club. So this achievement is not by the leaders, it's by the members. Without you, this club wouldn't have achieved this status. So kudos to all the members for this. Today, as of today, we have 46 members. We started the year with 46 members. So there is no net loss in membership. We have 69.5% retention of base members, and we are the 3rd largest club in Qatar. We, this year, had 80 new members, and we installed two reinstated members. We also bagged the Smedley Award and also the Beat the Clock Award. During the achievement of the DCP, it also happened because of the club officers attended the court training twice in the year. And also because of you members delivered speeches, we have achieved 18 traditional awards. In that, 33 awards are from Pathways. We have achieved, 7 members have achieved a Triple Crown Award this year. We had 28 meetings this term, and 5 educational modules were delivered. 40 members delivered at least one speech. So this shows the quality of the club and the supporting environment that it is providing. Thanks also goes to the mentors who are behind these members, who motivated them, who guided them. 51 educational awards, 21 members achieving educational awards. And also this year, we had 2 Distinguished Toastmaster Awards, Educational Award, and 2 Pathways Mentor Program Awards. I should also thank for this my team member, VP Education, because of his constant relation with the members, motivating them to deliver a speech. The time that he has spent is selfless. So I thank him at this point of time. We had 2 members who achieved the DTM awards this year, Alamir Mangai DTM and Joseph Stanley DTM. Congratulations. And also, we had the 2 members of our club, Alamir Mangai DTM and Surya Narayanan DTM, successfully completing the Pathway Mentorship Program. And of the only 3 members in 116, District 116, who has accomplished this program so far. So thank you very much for that, and we congratulate to you. One of the important learning that we have is to try what we learn. And Toastmasters provide this opportunity through contests. The club had its contest, and then it went to area, division, and district. 3 of our members participated in the division speech contest, and 1 member reached the district level in 2 categories. Various other awards were pouring into our bucket because of you members. Every single step that you have done without your knowledge added to our crown. The Indian Club Toastmasters has achieved all the awards of the PQD. Also, the Club Growth Directorate Award, we actually claimed most of the awards because of you. The membership renewals that you have done has also created a very bigger impact, even though during this COVID situations, our club member stood by our sides and renewed the payments. We are the one lucky club because we act as a family. Together, you made this happen. The club also had other awards from the Public Relations Department and still more to come, which was still announced, and these are some for you to see. With this, I would like to thank once again all you members. Without you, this club couldn't be in this situation. Today's COVID has made the normal meetings not happen, but we are connected virtually. So that is the confidence that you people gave through our first meeting when we started with our virtual meetings, the support that you have given, and the members who have taken every single step to participate in playing roles and also supporting the ExCom to do its duty. I have no words. Only thing to say is thank you to you. And with this, I would like to hand over for the next session to the MC, Toastmaster Surya Narayanan DTM.
Thank you, President. Good evening, everybody. The most awaited moment is here. The keynote speech, the special speaker is waiting. I request all of you to keep your device on speaker mode so that you will be able to see him in full screen. Please do send in your questions to me privately. Hopefully we'll be able to squeeze in 3-4 questions within the 5 or 6 minutes we have. in this pandemic scenario, job issues, not able to visit family, health risk, children's education, whatnot, all of us are having bechain dil. And when you have bechain dil, one medicine that we can all have is laughter. And to tell us about this particular medicine, to treat us with this medicine and give us the chain dil, we have DTM Chain Dil Kumar with us. DTM Chandil Kumar is a civil engineer by training, a trainer by choice. He's been trained at Harvard Law School on negotiation skills, and he's been trained on influence and persuasion under Dr. Robert Cialdini. He's a guest faculty in multiple IIMs, 5-time TEDx speaker in multiple countries. He has 100+ clients across 20 countries and delivered 200 speeches and workshops. He takes humor very, very seriously. He has presented a paper on humor at the American Association of Therapeutic Humor. He conducts workshops on humor at work and enhancing productivity through humor. He has even written a book, ABC of Humor in Business. It's called a talk book. I don't know what a talk book is. I'll find out after this workshop. He joined Toastmasters 20 years back, and finally he became a DTM yesterday. A big round of applause for DTM Chandil Kumar. And probably this is the first Toastmaster meeting he is attending after becoming a DTM, and it's our honor to have him with us after he became a DTM. He has sponsored 10 clubs in India. I've been connected with him in Facebook for several years, though we have never met personally. He moved to Dubai after I moved from Dubai to Qatar, and he moved back to India before I became very serious in Toastmasters and started going to Dubai very frequently for different meetings. But I'm sure we'll soon meet in person somewhere, someday. So gentlemen and ladies, IEA CK says CK. DTM Chandil Kumar, unleash your humor quotient. Unleash your humor quotient. DTM Chandil Kumar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Surya. Good evening. Am I audible? Loud enough? Yes? Okay, great.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Unleash your humor quotient. Give me a minute so that I load the PPT, and then I'll make it as snappy as possible. I hope all of you can see this.
Yes.
Okay, okay, great. Okay. Now, as Surya rightly said, I was living in Dubai for 3 years, and then Qatar was so near yet so far for me. I missed 2 instances of coming to your divisional conference because of various commitments. But I know that Toastmasters in Qatar have a tremendous sense of humor. I noticed this some 15 years ago. I was a member of a club called LA 1924 in Bangalore, and one of your very distinguished members, Sunny George, was visiting us, and he came and proudly declared, you know, in our club, we are not at all scared about table topics. And all of us were stunned because that was one thing which was bugging even seasoned speakers. And we were waiting for him to let out the secret. I'm sure you must have already known the secret, but for us it was new. He came and said just before entering the meeting, we just have a swig of whiskey and then we go and smash the table topics. I'm not surprised that Sunny has not yet paid a visit to your club. Please make necessary arrangements, and I'm sure you will have him visiting you more and more often. So
Sendil, it's Sunny Varghese, not Sunny George.
sorry, Sunny Varghese. I wanted him to react. That's why I mispronounced his name. So nice to see you, Sunny. Sunny, great. I also see another friend, Ram Mohan Rai, and his incredible enthusiasm in attending conferences is simply beyond my level of thinking. I met him at a Bangalore conference. He had come down to Bangalore just to attend a district conference. Nice meeting all of you. So let's get on to the topic. I want to make it very clear. This is not about stand-up comedy. Now, stand-up comedy is something that requires supreme talent, because you need to keep the audience laughing, gag after gag after gag. But I'm not going to be doing that. I'm only going to be giving you some tips from my experience on, as an ordinary speaker, how can I make my speech more memorable by using humor? When I crack a joke, you will laugh for 15 seconds. When I use humor, you will still laugh for 15 seconds, but I want you to think for 15 minutes. That is the effect of humor. Now, let's quickly go through. I'm sure some of you must have known this gentleman, the president of Ukraine, and the reason is he is a stand-up comedian. He made use of the nation's problems, the inefficiency of the politicians ruling the roost, and by using effective humor, today he is the president of Ukraine. Just trying to tell you that humor is very serious business. I think the MC or your president mentioned very recently. Yet another recent topical reference. Dr. Horatio Arruda, I hope my pronunciation is right. He's the director of public health in Quebec, a province in Canada. And his duty as the director of public health is to only read a bulletin on today's status in the province of Quebec. That's it, a medical bulletin. But he's made these bulletins so informative, so lively, using subtle, discreet humor, he has become a superstar, a most unlikely superstar. He's not a film star, he's not anyone in the public, but he is a superstar. Okay. I'm sorry, but what Sunny Varghese says is he was not referring to Doha Toastmasters, but he was referring to a club in Bahrain which had a bar attached. I stand corrected, sir. Yeah, I don't want any, lawsuits or something. I should not be misunderstood. Thank you so much. Yeah. Now, this is the power of humor. So this is able to catch your imagination and also help you progress. So the point I'm coming to is, how does one develop this? At the same time, please remember, wit punctures somebody, and humor nurtures the relationship. What do you mean by wit puncturing somebody? You hurt somebody by mentioning their physical disability, color, race, all this, although may get a lot of laughs, it punctures your ego and spoils the relationship. When I was in college, I went up to a nice looking girl and said, "Hey, I think we've met somewhere before." She turned around, gave me an icy look and said, "Yeah, that's why I don't go there anymore." Now that really punctured my heart, but I live to tell the story. So what do you mean by humor nurturing the relationship? Mark Twain, one of my favorite authors, was taking a walk in a London park early morning, and there was a stiff upper-lipped British gentleman coming across, and Mark Twain tipped his hat and said, "Good morning, how do you do?" And this gentleman was upset. He said, "We haven't even met. How can you say good morning?" Now, Mark Twain did not say anything. Next morning, again they came across. he tipped his hat again and said, "Good morning, how do you do? I think we met yesterday." Now, even that serious gentleman could not hide his smile, and he became friend. This is how you nurture relationships. So how does one go about it? Or what do you mean by a humor quotient? If you have the ability to laugh at yourself, you're on the right track. But if you think there is no humor within you and you're looking for it outside, let me tell you, you need to change your mindset, because humor begins in what we famously call as self-deprecating humor. And that's why they say, if you're not able to see your lighter side, I don't think anything can help you. Now, because of lack of time, I'm only going to give you a simple technique called OWLL, which I have perfected through my 20 years of talking about humor, practicing humor, learning, failing, and being successful. So what is this OWLL? O stands for observe. Many times when I conduct humor workshops, people ask me, can you recommend some great websites, books where I can go and get a repository of jokes? Absolutely not necessary. You don't necessarily have to look for joke books. Just look around. Your school, your college, your present life in Toastmasters, everywhere there is humor happening. Unfortunately, there's a banquet out there. None of us is, most of us are starving. It can happen through images. It can happen through one-liners. Now, I saw this image in a Better Photography magazine, and just see. So you don't have to be naturally funny or a comic artist. You just need to observe. And I use this picture to talk about public health, to talk about Swachh Bharat. I may not bring the roof down, but there is definitely a smile at this funny coincidence. Now, once I was visiting the town of Madurai in Tamil Nadu, and I usually walk around with my cell phone camera, or at least a pocket camera, and I saw a poster. The name is not important. People from Tamil Nadu may recognize it was the birthday of a political strong man. The name is not important, I'm telling you. And if some of you recognize this political strong man, look here, I'm not politically inclined at all. I just found this very, very amusing. Okay, now what happened is, this political strong man, there are 5 presidents of superpowers in the world wishing him birthday, a happy birthday. Look at the message. Your sincerity inspires us. Your hard work motivates us. You set a great example for all of us. Happy birthday, boss. Barack Obama, David Cameron, AB of Japan, Vladimir Putin. I mean, this was a whole lineup of superpowers. I said, how come world leaders know him and we don't know? This seems to be the world's best kept secret. I really was wondering what happened. I was really puzzled. And then I looked at the next poster. It said, had quarter. Then I understood what was the reason for such effervescence. And I thank God the poster maker only had a quarter. Just imagine if you had had more, the result would have been even more disastrous. I'm sure you will not find this in any joke book. This was pure observation. And if you just look around, there are plenty of instances waiting to be lapped up, and that is important. When I was in Dubai, I was conducting a workshop on tall tales. The meeting started with my session, followed by a tall tale contest. The general evaluator got up and said, the tall tale contest got off to an excellent start with CK's introduction. I was startled. I said, please, my introduction is no exaggeration. Every word is true. And I want to repeat this here. Whatever Surya said is a fact. Don't think this is part of a humor script or something. Yeah. So you just need to observe, weave it into you. And you may say, I observe a lot of things. What is the next practical step? write it down. I remember my school teacher telling me a short pencil is better than a long memory. Luckily, we have a lot of devices. We have the cell phones, we have the laptops, we have the tablets, so where you can quickly capture whatever you have to, and amazing software. So note down anything that comes to your mind, because I'm sure when you're preparing for a project speech, you just don't prepare tonight and deliver it to the next day. You incubate an idea, start thinking about it, and start gathering references. So look out for one-liners, look out for images, look out for some association and note it down. Is noting down enough? And the next part is link this to your speeches. It could be table topics, it could be a sergeant at arms address, or it could be prepared speeches, but you must learn to link this, and that is where your talent lies as a Toastmaster. 4 weeks ago, our sergeant at arms in my club, Smedley Speakers Society, he introduced the president this way: please put your sanitized hands together to welcome our president. Now, was it an earth-shattering joke? No. Did he bring the roof down? No. But that topical reference and the way he linked it to the current scenario brought a smile on all of our faces, and even today we talk about that. So you don't have to aim big. Some simple sentences which will make the audience smile, and that is where you make a start. You could be a grammarian, you could be an accountant, but you can still make something. You saw what the listener did today? I thought that was fabulous. He said, who said this? And some of you started giving names, and he said, don't worry, nobody said this. That was a lively way. I'm sure I'm going to remember this incident for a long time, simply because he used that ingenuity. So learn to link proverbs, one-liners, anything and everything, just learn to link. I remember I was the MC in one of the Toastmaster meetings, and I was introducing all the speakers, and one of the speakers had just concluded, and this topic was the trigger words. You know what trigger words are, right? You see a word or an object, and that triggers a thought. So after he left, I said, I'm reminded of a preacher in a church who was preaching the 10 commandments. And the moment he said, thou shalt not steal, a member in the parish got fidgety because his umbrella was missing. So he started, that triggered the thought that somebody has taken my umbrella, somebody stolen my umbrella. That was the complete thought that was going on. He was restless. And then the priest said, thou shalt not commit adultery. And then he remembered where he had left the umbrella. So when I finished this, the audience gave out a thunderous applause. It was not just for the sake of cracking a joke. It was linked well with the topic, and that ensured the meeting also continued on a high note. So think of some small nuggets. You don't have to overshadow the speaker, but some simple connects that will be good. Instead of simply saying, oh, that was a fabulous speech. So please make sure that you quote from that speech and then provide the logical link. And the last L is learn from your mistakes, learn from others' mistakes. One of the important lessons that I've learned is don't announce humor. One of the Toastmasters meetings, I made the mistake of saying, now I'm going to tell you a joke. Now one guy got up and said, CK, you tell us what you have to. We will decide whether it's a joke or not. So whenever you use humor, try it with a poker face. What's the benefit? If people laugh, it's a jackpot. If they don't, it was not meant to be a joke anyway. And you can carry on as if nothing had happened. Just imagine, you prepare so well and you're expecting the audience to fall off their chairs, and they look at you as if it's a funeral oration. Even a seasoned speaker can get upset. But if you deliver with the poker face, they won't even know that you were trying to use humor. So one good mantra to remember is don't impose humor, but infuse humor, which means it should be part of the script. It should be weaved into the script, and then you have a nice script. Here is a practical tip for you. Jean Perret is a very famous Toastmaster whom I simply love to listen to him. And he's written this excellent practical, pragmatic book called The 10 Commandments of Comedy. I would urge you to download this from Kindle and start working on this. Now, once I get a signal from your president or Surya that you managed to go through this, and then I will introduce you to a workbook. Not now, because I don't want to dump you with too many resources. This is excellent. Somebody says they are not able to see my face, or you want to see my face. Anyway, Jean Perret is an amazing Toastmaster. I would expect. And then, for some more resources on humor, if you will permit a bit of immodesty, please visit my blog. That is chendil.com is my website. Just type in blog, where I write extensively on humor. I used to write extensively. There was a brief lull because of the introduction of Facebook, where you used to get instant gratification. I've again started writing on humor and other aspects. So this is a sample page of my blog, where I give you a lot of resources without any holding back. So I'm sure you will find it useful, because it is specifically aimed at Toastmasters, public speakers, or anyone who wants to make a simple impact. So friends, I'll come to the official part and complete this. So please remember OWLL. First, observe, keep an observant eye around you. There is so much of humor floating around. And whatever you observe, a one-liner image, capture it or write it down immediately, because don't trust your memory. Then learn to link whatever you have learned in it. And this may not happen immediately. This may happen after 3 weeks. It may happen after 3 weeks or 4 weeks, but you need to have that patience and wait for the chance where you can use that one-liner. And finally, learn from your mistakes, learn from others' mistakes. And every time after you think you made a humorous speech or used one of the jokes or whatever you call that, go back and quickly review, where did I get the maximum laughs? Where was the joke very lukewarm? What do you think I should have done better? I know in this kind of a webinar, it becomes very difficult, because you don't even know how many are listening to you first, because they could have simply muted and they must be in their own world. So, but still, make your effort, get some feedback, and that's the only way to learn. Please remember, smile is the second best thing you can do with your lips. Don't ask me what's the first one, and you won't get an answer. So I will conclude here, and maybe if the timer permits, we can have some time for a question or two. Timer, do we have that allowance or the buffer?
We are beyond the time, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
No problem. So
yeah.
So it was great having this chat with you, and I've heard a lot about the Toastmasters movement in Qatar. Now I think you've separated from, I think, a district, from the UAE, or you're still with them, I'm not sure. But it would be great to interact with you. And thank you once again for this wonderful opportunity. I hope you enjoyed this brief interaction. Wish you all the best in not only creating smiles for others, but more importantly, feel good about yourself. Thank you so much.
Sir, for one last time.
Yeah.
Evening,
a
sir.
big round of applause.
Just adjust your camera so that we can see your full face.
Oh, okay. Why?
Thank
Okay, I'll just stop sharing. Yeah. Is this okay?
Yes, that's fine, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, a big round of applause for Chendil Kumar, DTM Chendil Kumar, please.
Yeah, thank you. At least now I can see so many smiling faces. So behind that PPT, I never knew who was looking, and sometimes Surya was giving me tough looks. So I thought the whole thing was flop. Anyway, thank you so much. Nice crowd. Yeah.
That's my normal look, sir.
Oh, okay. No, I was just pulling your leg.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Owl, we'll remember owl. Owl is supposed to be a bird of wisdom, and you connected that owl to humor. Very well done. Thank you very much. That's we will remember that. And the second important message I got is don't impose humor, but infuse humor.
Yes.
This is a lesson that I personally took home. Thank you very much. Now I have only 2 questions for you. First one, humor quotient seems to be increasing in international speech in the contest arena.
Yes.
Almost blurring the border between humor speech and international speech. What are your thoughts?
I think it is bound to happen because this is my personal opinion. Don't mistake me. There seem to be too many public speaking champions who start talking about, pain and how they overcame, and somehow it has become sweet and syrupy. Almost everyone has recovered from something and they want to become a motivational speaker. Perhaps the audience is having some kind of a fatigue. So that's why I think a good message with humor has a tremendous effect. You just watch the videos of Willie Jones, 1997 World Championship of Public Speaking. His speech has got amazing humor and he makes a point that don't fear failure. The other famous one that I love is Ed Tate. He talks about empathy and using humor. So I think it has to happen that way, Surya, because people are getting too motivational and too inspirational. So I think maybe the audience is, the audience taste is also changing.
Okay, thank you very much. The second question, 20 years in Toastmasters and culminating in your DTM yesterday, your reflections and what comes next?
I've never thought of Toastmasters as a final destination. Even without a title, I've been able to visit so many people, clubs, and inspiring people to join Toastmasters. What still gives me the happiness is not the DTM title, but the number of people who come up to me and say, CK, I joined a Toastmaster because you spoke about it in a training session or in a club or something like that. That is what, is the real satisfaction. And DTM is a title. And I did this because my club was pressurizing me. They were threatening that they will exterminate me if they don't get the DTM. So out of fear, I did it. And I'm glad I'm doing something for the club now. And the funny part, now yesterday, all my members were flooding the inbox of my VP Education, asking for speaking slots. And what is their logic? If CK can do it, anyone can. So please give us. So I've created that kind of inspiration.
Great.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Super.
Thank you so much.
You know what? CK in the fashion world means Calvin Klein. CK for the cricket fans means CK Naidu. But CK in Toastmasters means only one thing, Chendil Kumar.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chendil, for joining us today. And we'll look forward to having you back again after we have read that book. And then you will come back and talk to us again.
Sure. Definitely.
A big round of applause once again for CK.
Thank you.
Now I hand control back to our club president, Toastmaster Kumaran, to take it forward.
Thank you, Surya, for those wonderful questions and anchoring this session. Thank you, Chendil Kumar, DTM. Actually, when I wrote to you, I was asking this question to you, whether you are a DTM or just Toastmaster. And yes, I believe that was also one of the things that motivated you to give your last speech. So yes, I'm proud that Indian Club Toastmasters at least empowered you to deliver this. And we really thank you for the immense knowledge that you shared with us.
Thank you.
Even though it is very late at your place, we once again really thank you. And we wish to call you once again to attend our regular meetings.
Sure.
Please. Thank you very much, sir. With this, now we are going to the next part, which is the most awaited part of today's night. And I would like to hand over to the VP Education of our club, Toastmaster Shekhar Thangavel. Shekhar Thangavel, dice is yours.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I'm your VP Education. You are able to see my award, the Mr. Enthusiastic Toastmaster Shekhar Tangavel. I received this award during 2016-17 period when Ravi Shankar and Alamel Mangai D team was club officers. Ravi Shankar was president and VP Education was Alamel Mangai. That time, my wife, Naga Darling, was not with me due to visa. That's why they might have given this Mr. Enthusiastic award. Otherwise, they wouldn't have chosen me. Jokes apart. Now this is my privilege and honor to present award for 1920. Hope you are able to see my screen. Yeah.
Shekhar, there is a square in the middle which is there. I don't know what it is.
No, sir, I am not checking anything. In general, to express appreciation is to express value for someone else, isn't it? The greatest psychological effect of appreciation and gratitude creates good feelings, cheerful memories, positive vibration, better self-esteem, feeling more relaxed and more optimistic, isn't it? The first award, Mr. Present Perfect Award 2019-2020. This award is member who attended the maximum number of meetings of our club. We had 28 meetings in total. Out of 28, we had 23 meetings he had attended, which means 82% attendance. Mr. Present Perfect of the Year is, any guess? Yes, Uday Shankar Shah. He almost attended all the meetings if he doesn't have any work in office. The next award goes to Role Model Award 1920. This award is member who played maximum number of roles in the meeting of our club. He took most of the roles and more than twice and few more speeches. This award goes to none other than, yes, Kumar Nadarajan, our VPPR, Role Model of the Year 1920. The next award goes to Most Improved Award 2019-2020. Most of us have improved our communication skills in the last year. I'm very confident in our club. That's the reason most of us have joined Toastmasters, in particular ICTM. There is one member I have seen who has shown tremendous improvement. Each time she delivered speeches, set a new benchmark for every time she did complete justice to it. That award goes to, any guess? Shweta Shah. The next award goes to, the next award is Extra Mile Award 1920. This award is, this member is not only participate in our club activities, but also goes to extra mile in taking various roles across the district. This person was contest chair in division contest and an MC in DTAC. She attended meetings of so many different clubs, played roles and enhanced the brand value of Indian Club Toastmasters wherever she went. No marks for guessing. The award grabber is Mamta Babar, Extra Mile 2019-2020. The next award, Friendly Fellow Award. This award is, we might have seen sergeant at arms in many clubs, even in our clubs also we might have seen many sergeant at arms. Someone who speaks first in a club meeting, repeats the same script of ground rules, club mission, etc., meeting after meeting. But that is just a tiny portion. He usually first in, last out. Believe me, during our person meeting till March 2020, he did a fabulous job arranging the meeting venue, keeping the audio video system ready, ordering food, beverages, and much more. This Friendly Flow Award, none other than our Sergeant at Arms, Mohammed Sulaiman. The next award, thank you. The next award is Versatile Virtuoso 2019-2020. This person have the capability to adapt and mold themselves for any situation and responsibilities. This person diverse roles, performing diverse roles with a smiling face always, and a natural sense of humor. This person mastering that, taking up various meeting roles and mentoring members for contest. He was also contest chair at the division contest and as chief judge in DTAC. Who else? KP Murali, we fits the Versatile Virtuoso Award. Congratulations. The next award, Enterprising Entertainer Award 2019-2020. This person is, we know public speaking is much more than just delivering speeches. Entertaining the audience. Some people are gifted entertainers, like our guest speaker, Chindir. We have a member who can entertain us with the humorous speeches and songs and much more. He has developed his unique style of delivery. He is always very enthusiastic like me, but with his wife, to participate in all our club activities. Now you know who it is. Any guess? Uttam Maitya, enterprising entertainer of our club. The next award is Youth Icon 2019-2020. It's said that appearance can be deceptive. Yes, most of the time. But it is actually true in case of some people. One member of our club appears to be cool as cucumber. She doesn't speak much. And also in WhatsApp group, she never posts any message. She never say something on. She never comments. She takes up job. She will become dead serious and acts with total conviction. She dares to innovate and pulls it off successfully. Recently, 2 meetings before, she did a TMOD very innovatively and she pulled it up. The award panel has anonymously chosen. Any guess? Youth icon Janani Ramakrishnan, youth icon of the club here. The next award is Lifelong Learner Award 2019-2020. This award, many people we might have seen demand respect, but only some earn and win respect. We might have seen many occasions. We are proud to have one member in our club who is respected by all members for his humility. He has childlike curiosity to learn new things from anybody. He used to ask me a lot of questions during my PPE term. He takes part in the table topic challenges almost every day, regardless of winning and losing. He is focused on learning something new each day. That's the reason we have chosen Rajendra Panchpai for the Lifelong Learner Award. The next award is Capable Catalyst Award 2019-2020. Our club has two vibrant WhatsApp groups, one for official discussion and another for informal chatter. But the secret of our family-like atmosphere is the one-to-one interaction our extra members have with all the members. And the way, that's why we have won 15 awards district. We are the top in district. And the way we deal with our guests, make them feel at home and follow with them, sets us apart. There is one person in our who acts as strong catalyst in all these interactions. She adds a personal touch to whatever she does. That's why the Capable Catalyst Award goes to Tripti Saha. The next award is Super Sub Award 2019-2020. As a VP, I know the value of such member. Many occasions, she held a hand. She will come forward, she said, don't worry, Shekhar, I will take care of you. They are the super sub who can fit into any role with very little preparation and perform with panache. The winner of this award has done in several occasions during these years. I couldn't count. The super sub of the year is Nirmala Raghuraman DTM. The next award is Dr. Smiley Speaker Award 2019-2020. I believe this is the first time we are having this award. It's given to the member who has delivered maximum number of speeches in our club. The winner of this award has delivered almost 27 speeches across Qatar Toastmasters clubs. Not only Qatar Toastmasters clubs. This winner went ahead to deliver speech in India, Belgium, Bangalore, Coimbatore, Kerala, maybe in New Zealand, Australia. He did all that without compromising on quality. Dr. Smiley Speaker Award of the Year is, any guess?
Joseph Stanley.
Joseph Stanley DTM. Yes, you are correct, Anita madam. Joseph Stanley DTM. The next award is Brand Ambassador 2019-2020. This member, who tireless efforts represent Toastmasters International day in and day out. He always willing to share knowledge of Toastmasters International, established online questions, high level of professionalism, natural leadership skill, passion for building and growing relationship, mentoring, gather feedback, provide innovative insight. What else? So many things to say. Maybe this minute is not enough for me to say about him. The Brand Ambassador of the Year 2019-2020 is Surya Narayanan K. DTM. The next award is Guiding
Godmother.
2019-2020. Guiding Godmother Award. There is a saying, once a Toastmaster, always a Toastmaster. But it is not easy to maintain that patience and commitment beyond certain limit. There is one member in our club, in my club, who has been with the club from its inception, almost past 15 years, 16 years maybe. She has already achieved the highest educational accolade and started all over again in pathway like a new member. She attends almost all meetings, performs roles with the finance. She guides other members. She takes up responsibility at division, district levels. Maybe she may go to international also in future. I wish. Whenever she finds an area of improvement in our club, she is the first upfront with her comments. This is how you need to be. Of course, Anita Samanda, Guiding Godmother Award for 2019-2020. Now, from Iron Lady to Guiding Godmother. The next award is the Club Toastmaster of the Year 2019-2020. Our club has a mechanism for tracking members' achievements and contributions in a variety of areas. This includes attendance, number of speeches given, role play during the meeting, education awards, participation and victory in speech contests, and during the meetings, bringing guests and converting guests into a member, and many other criteria we have. In each and every meeting, the updated performance chart is displayed for members where they stand. There were several contenders for this prestigious award for this year, with 13 education awards, including the DTM accolade. Regular attendance, active participation, contest victories, and much more. The ultimate winner is ahead of the pack by a fair distance. By this time, you might have guessed. I don't want to take much time. Yes, Anita. Alarmel Mangai or DTM, the Club Toastmaster of the Year Award 2019-2020. Congratulations. With that, congratulations to all the winners. It's again my privilege to present my education awards. Over to you, President. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shekhar. Job well done, and congratulations to all the awardees. Normally, we used to have a celebration in a hotel performing these events, and absolutely you will be carrying a trophy in your hand. But because of this COVID situation, we did the same thing right now on a virtual thing, and I'm sure the accolades will reach you once we turn normal. With this, I thank everyone for your support, and also please ensure the same support is given to the next ExCom. Now I have this year, we had 2 Distinguished Toastmaster Awards that was given to 2 members of our club. This is one of the pinnacle of Toastmasters educational program, this award. And it requires a lot of passion. And these 2 people, one person has done it in the traditional part, traditional program, and the second member has did it in the pathways program. So we had 2 person with traveling towards the same goal, and they achieved it. So we would like to recognize them today. So I have few members to speak before they speak. So I am going to call them these people, and they are going to share 1 minute of what they think about this person, because they have traveled together in the same Toastmasters platform. And first I would like to call Toastmaster Vinod Pisharam. Sir, can you please switch on your camera and tell about Joseph Stanley and his Toastmasters journey.
Good evening, ICTM Toastmasters and all the award winners. I'm extremely happy to be coming back and attending this meeting because I have been associated with ICTM from very, very long time. Actually, initially when you started, I used to come and give various speeches and sometimes award modules. And it was during this journey I met Joseph Stanley. Okay, he was actually a young, dashing, and a trim gentleman at that time. So I still remember him coming and joining my club, which was a Talking Mantis Toastmasters Club. And I presume I was the VP Education or President at that time. So it so happened we started having a very close relationship for some time, and then he started asking my mentorship, and I did not know. I could see something in him at that time. As Dhananjay has said, I could see something in him. Because whatever he was ready to work hard and achieve what he wanted. So that is why he is a DTM today. And although I don't want to claim as his only mentor or a teacher, but I'm still working on my DTM. So he has actually grown far beyond me. And for him and the kind of work what he does, even more accolades are in the line. I wish him all the best. Over to you, President.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I would like to call upon Toastmaster. Sorry, he's gone, but he has sent in a video. Let me just play a small video.
I'm so pleased to learn that I'm so pleased to learn that Joseph has been finally bestowed with the ultimate recognition by Toastmasters International, the Distinguished Toastmaster. His drive and enthusiasm throughout his journey to the title has been unwavering, to say the least, and has already displayed exemplary communication and leadership skills. I feel so proud to have been the conduit that led him to the world of Toastmasters. Congratulations, distinguished Toastmaster Joseph Stanley. It gives me immense pleasure to address you as such. Wear the crown well, and God bless.
So now I would like to call upon Joseph Stanley to come and address our members. And please share your experience of your DTM journey.
Thank you, Kumaran. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It's really special and very kind of you to make sure that you invite my special people in my Toastmasters journey, DTM Sunny Varghese, Distinguished Toastmaster Ramohan Rai, as well as my mentor guru, Vinod Pishara. So these are three murtis for me in this particular journey who made the foundation for me to take this journey, that to believe in me that I can achieve it. So what is the one thing which I learned in Toastmasters is everyone has a limiting belief that can I do this? That limiting belief was crushed in this Toastmasters journey. So within 1 year, I was able to take the competent communicator, and that gave me a lot of confidence and start to reflect about what are the things which I need in life. So I started pursuing my master's degree. So in this journey, I took 2 master's degree for my professional career requirement and various other certifications. That's why it took a lot of time for me to complete the DTM. So the one thing which I learned, one thing which transformed me is to take away those limiting beliefs. So thank you all, and thank you, a very special thank you to Indian Club, and last 4 months, Shekhar was so supportive, true to what a VP education is, really motivating the member to providing that space, to get it across. So thank you, Shekhar, and thank you to everyone out here in Indian Club for giving me all those valuable lessons to take forward. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much, sir. And now I have Toastmasters, the District Director, Tayalan, the elect District Director, Tayalan, to come and share a few words about Toastmaster DTM Alarmail Mangai.
President Kumaran and fellow Toastmasters, District Director, everyone, good evening. In fact, it is a table topic for me now. Suddenly you put the question, but anyways, very nice. It is a very good topic, I would say, for me, because Alarmail Mangai and I know we have a very good this one now. Whatever I need, I don't have any hesitation to ask. Anytime, whatever help I need, I used to ask her. And whatever special things happening, whether it is something good happening to her, something good happening to me, irrespective of the public messages, we used to have a personal wishes to each other. So that is how much I have that kind of a relationship with few people. Few people, no, even at birthdays and all, we used to call the people and all. And she is one such person. Always we have. And this year, her support is tremendous to Toastmasters fraternity itself, I would say, because she was part of multiple things. She was one of the very reason why global Toastmasters, she was supporting very much on that. And this year, I was very happy to see that she got that Toastmasters of the Year award from the Indian Club, and she got 13 awards. To be very honest, to tell you, I think yesterday or day before yesterday only, I was also counting that award, number of awards what she has collected. And I can tell you, as a program quality director, we have announced some awards, right? Category of awards we have announced. And 2 days back, we have put a special category of award, that is a PQD special award for highest number of educational awards. That is going to Alarmail Mangai. So far, the report is not delivered, and even she doesn't know. Since you asked me now, I'm telling you, it's already we are doing it, and it is a coincidence that you asked me. And she's a real good resource for anyone in the leadership position. And I'm happy that she's part of division team now. Division PQD, and a long way to go. She's always a strength of support for any Toastmaster. Thank you very much, and wish you all the best, Alarmail Mangai. Back to you, President.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for revealing that news too. Now I would like to call DTM Christopher. Christopher, could you please share your experience and the journey in Toastmasters with Alarmail Mangai?
District Director, fellow Toastmasters, guest, a warm good evening to all of you. Well, it's an honor and privilege to attend your ICTM premiere night and to talk about esteemed personality like DTM Alarmail Mangai. Well, as what our PQD has already mentioned a lot about her, what else could I talk about Mangai? She is always reachable. I worked with her very closely while conducting open house, which she did it so well. You know, she was so focused. She wanted to do it in that particular challenge that she took up, and she did it very well. She is a quite determined person, always smiling, and we often know that smile always increases your face value. And Mangai is that great personality who is always reachable, available, and good that she's deserved this award. She's taken over as multiple roles in current term, the forthcoming term, which is good. And I'm sure she's a pioneer in ICTM club in many things that the club has achieved. Her contribution has been remarkable and for making ICTM a thriving club in Qatar. That's it from my side. Kumaran, over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I would like to call upon Alarmail Mangai, DTM, to share her journey, story of her journey. Please, Alarmail Mangai, dice is yours.
Thank you, President. I really don't know what to say. You always, give me shocks and surprises just like that. It was previously for my birthday. What a treat it was. And I could, hardly come out of that. And today, it's been such a pleasure listening to all these wonderful speakers. And yesterday you just asked me, suggest 2 or 3%. In fact, I sent a big list. You said I can't accommodate. That's understandable because of time constraint. But despite all those things, I'm truly grateful to all the efforts put in by this wonderful ExCom in encouraging the members. And in my personal address, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to my dear mentor. When I say mentor, it obviously denotes not just one person, two people. It is DTM Surya Narayanan and Toastmaster Ravi Shankar in putting their efforts in molding my communication as well as leadership track. I owe my sincere gratitude to both of them. Apart from that, as you all, keep commenting about my address, of course, this journey wouldn't have been possible if it had been not with the support of my dear founder members of this club who are still continuing their graceful support wherever they are, however they are. Sincere gratitude to Toastmaster Buller, DTM Natsa, Toastmaster Anita, and Toastmaster Raghavendra. I'm truly grateful to all of them. As I looked into the other day also, in my contact, I found almost about 350 plus Toastmasters help me in becoming whatever I am today in Toastmasters. I thought of writing a gratitude note, but then I realized it is not that easy, because even if I miss one person, I won't be justified in doing my job. So I render my gratitude to each and every member of Indian Club Toastmasters and all those Toastmasters across Qatar who had been with me, supporting me, in encouraging me. Whatever may be the simple task, the amount of encouragement and appreciation I got from all these leaders and friends is what reminding me rather, pushes me to keep working ahead in Toastmasters despite my physical constraints so much. And once again, I would like to reiterate that, of course, friends, Toastmasters is something that can transform your physical, mental, personality totally. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Mangai. Now I would like to call the last person, the district director, current district director, Raghavan Menon, to come and share a few words about Indian Club Toastmasters, year 2019-20.
Thank you, President Kumaran, and all my fellow Toastmasters. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be in Indian Club. Of course, the name itself arouses so much of patriotism. And now, though you are moved into ICTM mode at the moment. But this year, today I was going through to understand what exactly were the contributions from Indian Club to the district 116. Of course, the main contribution you have given this year is 46 members and 10 out of 10 GCP. This is especially when we are having difficulty in memberships. 46 members is made of gold. I must say it's made of gold. So it's one of the biggest contribution from your club which district has received. But apart from that, I started, remembering. Then I thought, before I forget, as Senthil said, I wrote down these things on my phone. I'll just read out quickly what are the contributions which has come from ICTM this year to the district. First at the topmost is Ravi Shankar, our division director, followed by Surya, who was the DTAC core committee member as well as judges coordinator. Kumaran has created one of the best district websites, probably that may rank as the best in the world if there is an award for it. I must say that it is maintained also beautifully well. It's professional to the TI, all TI branding guidelines, everything is top notch. Then we have Anita Samanta, who supported the district leadership committee to choose the best leaders for the coming year. That's the biggest contribution she has given. Then we have Mangai, Tripti, and Surya. These three are wonderful coaches who really have helped in turning around the clubs. The real doubtful clubs or real problem clubs, they are all now wonderful clubs and achieved distinguished status. A great thank you to you. And of course, Mangai and Surya had played major roles in the recently concluded leadership lectures. One was an MC, another one was a question answer Q&A host. Both of them played beautifully and made that program so beautiful. So these are some of them I have mentioned down. I don't know whether I missed out any other contribution from Indian club. I'm sure there are much more than this what I just probably noted down. But I must say Indian club is one of the main pillar of the district this year, even previous years as well, and I'm sure it will continue to do so in the coming years as well. Back to you, President.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for recognizing Indian Club Toastmasters and the members' values, and very much thank you to all of you. Now we have to move ahead with the last session, which is the installation ceremony of the new officers. So I would like to call upon Chandrasekhar Dude to please, I'm sure there is Chandrasekhar.
Yeah.
Please, sir.
So we are just concerned we are running 15 minutes late. Is it okay to conduct or shall we postpone for next meeting? Depends on the audience.
Chandra, because I have to take a whole everyone's approval and then a quorum to decide. So even though it is late, I think people will be there and we can say people saying go ahead. So I would say let's finish the thing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay then. Thanks. So on behalf of Area Director Area 7, I am here to install Indian Club Toastmasters new club officer for the term 2020-21. Outgoing club officer, please raise your hands. Thank you. You can put your hand down. Please give a big round of applause for their efforts and wonderful performance during the term. Thank you for the work you have done this year and for the work you will do up to the end of the year on June 30. On June 30, you will be discharged from all further duties and responsibilities as club officer of Indian Club Toastmasters. Incoming officers: Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Raj Mohan Karthikeyan. Treasurer, Toastmaster S.C. Kannaberan. Secretary, Toastmaster Uday Shankar Shah. Vice President, Public Relations, Toastmaster Nived Rathisan. Vice President, Membership, Toastmaster Toastmaster Muhammad Suleiman. Vice President, Education, Toastmaster Tripti Shah. And President, Toastmaster Sekhar Tangavel. It's my pleasure and honor to install the officer of Indian Club Toastmasters and to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. Their collective challenge is to make this club strong, dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to listen in the effective manner, listen with sensitivity, and think creatively. I'll ask each officer to hold the virtual gavel as a symbol of leadership. As I briefly describe the challenges he or she must meet and the responsibilities he or she must fulfill, we have to say, yes, I will. Sergeant at Arm, Toastmaster Raj Mohan Karthikeyan. President Kumar, can you?
I'm putting up the slide for you. Yes.
I'm having the real gavel with me, so let me have the pleasure to do it on behalf of all.
I do have.
Sure. It will be good.
You can go ahead, Chandra.
Sergeant at Arm. Thank you. Thank you. You can hold the gavel also. Thank you.
Okay.
Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Raj Mohan Karthikeyan. As a sergeant at arms, you are responsible for club property management, meeting room preparation, and hospitality. Will you perform your duties to the best?
Yes, I will. Hello?
I think we lost
him.
Yeah.
We lost him.
Chandra, move on to the next one.
I think we lost.
We lost Chandra.
Yeah, Chandrasekhar. Yeah.
I'm sure we can find him.
Yeah. He's back again.
Yeah, he's back again.
Got disconnected. Sorry.
Chandrasekhar, you back.
Yeah. So, Sergeant at Arms, you have to say, I will.
Yeah. Yes, I will.
Thank you. Treasurer, Toastmaster S.C. Kannaberan. As a treasurer, you can change the slide. Okay. As a treasurer, you are responsible for club of financial policies, procedures, and control. You will receive and spend with the approval of club all club funds. pay to Toastmaster International all financial obligations of this club as they come due, and keep an accurate account of all transactions. Will you perform your duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will perform my duties to the best of the abilities. Hello.
Secretary, Toastmaster Uday Shankar Shah. As a secretary, you are responsible for club records and correspondence. Will you perform your duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I'll perform my duty with the best of my ability.
Thank you. Vice President Public Relations, Toastmaster Nived Rathisan. As a Vice President Public Relations, you are responsible for developing and directing a publicity program that informs individual members and in general public about Toastmaster International. Will you perform your duties to the best of your ability? Vice President Public Relations, Toastmaster Nived Rathisan.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear.
Yeah, yes, I'll perform my duty to the best of my ability.
Thank you. Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Mohammed Sulaiman. As a Vice President Membership, you are responsible for planning, organizing, and directing a program that ensures individual member retention and growth in club individual membership. Will you perform your duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will do my duty with best of my ability.
Vice President Education, Toastmaster Tripti Shah. As a Vice President Education, you are responsible for planning, organizing, and directing a club program which meets the educational needs of the individual members. Will you perform your duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
President Toastmasters Shekhar Tangavel. Having been elected the President of Indian Club Toastmaster, you are its Chief Executive Officer and are expected to preside at all club meetings and at all regular and special meetings of your executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their educational goals. It's also your challenge to see that your club helps the area, division, district, and Toastmaster International to meet their goals. Please accept the virtual gavel as a symbol of your leadership and dedication to the office. The gavel is a symbol of the power and authority given to you by the membership of this club. Use this wisely and with restraint. You are a member of your team as well as a leader. A team is more than a collection of people. It's an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and action of all members, with the common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. Work with your team members to create a healthy and dynamic club, a club of which everyone is proud. Will you, as the president, accept this challenge and perform your duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will accept this challenge and perform this responsibility to my best of ability.
Thank you. This is now my pleasure to declare this Toastmaster installed into the offices to which they have been elected. A growth and development of the Toastmaster program is in Indian Club Toastmaster depends largely upon the action of this group. On your honor as a men and women of Toastmasters, do you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club, live with it, and work with it throughout the coming years?
Yes.
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 Thank you. Members, immediate past President Kumaran CN. As the immediate past President of Indian Club Toastmaster, will you offer the President's pin to Toastmaster Sekhar Tangavel as a symbol of his dedication and service? I mean, whenever you will meet.
Yes, absolutely. I will.
Thank you. Congratulations to the Indian Club Toastmaster New Executive Committee 2020-21.
Thank you.
Now, new president will address the club. Toastmaster Sekhar Tangavel for 3 minutes.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests, and district offices, division offices, area offices, and my dear one family members. Good evening once again.
Good evening.
Thanks to everyone for providing me this wonderful leadership opportunity. I would like to thank my wife Naga Darling, my son, my parents, my mentors, who supported me toward this journey till my VP education. Hope they will support me same for my president role. I consider our club to be the best club in Qatar. I'm sure most of you will agree with me. So leading this 16 years World Club is an honor and a privilege. And I know it comes with responsibilities. From my side and on behalf of my fellow EXCOM members, I want to thank you all for trusting and vesting us with this responsibility. Rest assured, we will not disappoint you. I strongly believe that with this exuberant EXCOM team, we will enrich members' experience and meeting qualities. Already, our past leaders have built a strong platform for our own family members to elevate themselves as a better communicators and leaders. My team and I will try and take it a few notches higher. The present EXCOM, of which I am also part, has done exceedingly well in so many areas. We will strive to emulate them and add a few more feathers in the cap. The EXCOM will sit down and chalk out a club success plan. 3 areas as a president I'm thinking to focus on. First and foremost, nurturing of speaking talent and incubating champion speakers. Let me repeat again, nurturing of speaking talent and incubating champion speakers. I have a dream of seeing the champions from our club reaching district levels in all the 4 categories in the coming year. Let me repeat again, our club reaching district level in all the 4 categories in the coming year, even to regional and international in the international speaker category. Second, revival of our award-winning newsletter and diction. Third, revamping our winning website. As you all know, today is our 388th meeting. So we will certainly have the milestone 400th meeting in my term. Celebrating that will be my biggest item in our calendar next year. Of course, we do have a huge job of finding a good venue for our club meetings once the things get back to normalcy. Friends, all this is possible only with your wholehearted support as ever. I hope you are all with us. Trust me, we are all with you as EXCOM, always with you. Let's aspire, let's achieve. Over to you.
Thank you, President-elect. And over to Toastmaster of the day.
Is he there? Ravi Shankar? He's left.
Yeah. Thank you. And the elected president can close the meeting.
What about the best speaker, best
Okay.
evaluator?
Okay. I will take the opportunity to announce it. Today's meeting's best speaker goes to Tripti Saha, and the best evaluator goes to Anita Samantha, TTM. With this, back to the president. Shekhar?
Yeah, thank you, President, and thank you, fellow Toastmasters and my dear family members. As I said, as Abdul Kalam said, dream, dream, dream. One day you will achieve it. With this note, I'll adjourn the meeting number 380 today. Thank you. Thank you once again. As a president, maybe I would like to take the feedback from the guest today, whoever joined. You can unmute and then you can share your feedback. Who brought you? How did you feel today's meeting? Yes?
I think most of the people.
Rafi Salami, if you're there, maybe you can share a few words about our today's meeting. Okay. Okay, I think most of the guests.
We have our new member Nidhi here.
Okay. Yeah, Nidhi. Yeah. This is the first time meeting you are having. So, how did you feel today? What was your feeling?
Good evening to everyone.
Good evening.
Today the first meeting. It is a really wonderful meeting. I hope this will give the support to develop my communication skill. Thank you, DTM Surya, who has supported me a lot to join this club. I hope I will improve my communication skill. This will be a good platform. Thank you for everyone.
Thank you, Nidhi, for becoming our own family member. Hope we will learn together. Anybody? Yeah, thank you. Anyone would like to share any feedback? Maybe Christopher or anyone already? Yeah.
We have area elect Rihanna Pintos still here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
District Director.
Rihanna Pinto would like to share.
Division Director, yeah.
I would like to quickly say that, well done to all the XCOM. You've done a fantastic job. ICTM is one of the thriving clubs in Qatar, and, you guys have kept the hallmark of Toastmasters, that recognition. It was a pleasure attending this vibrant meeting. I really enjoyed it. You guys did a fantastic job, and, kudos to all the members. I request all the guests to register yourself immediately and be the best of this club, get the best out of yourself. Over to you, Shekhar.
Thank you, Christopher, DTM. Wonderful words. Anyone who would like to share a few words? Rihanna Pinto, Division Director, Division B Director, would like to share a few words about us? Yeah.
Congratulations, sir, President-elect Shekhar Thangavel, and to your vibrant ESCOM team for a great year. And also I congratulate President Kumaran and his team for a wonderful year, successful year, bagging all the awards and great accomplishments in this year, and especially for organizing this premier awards night and honoring and recognizing every member with the different titles. Surely every member will cherish this evening and continue the good works and continue progressing and continue to be the best club in Division B and the district and even in our region. All the best. Keep rocking. Keep shining.
Thank you.
Over to you, President.
Director-elect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Our Division B Director Ravi Shankar is there. As a Division B Director, would like to share any words about Indian Club Toastmasters? I know you have a lot of. Sir, Division.
Yeah, what do you know?
No, as a Division B Director, would like to share a few words about this.
Yeah, as a Division B Director, wonderful job, Shekhar. You've done an excellent job throughout this year. And this time, Premier Awards, I saw a lot of new ideas come. Very happy to see this. Good job. And Kumaran and your team, I think a lot of accolades have come into picture this year. And especially I like this educational awards. You meant this Joseph, whom we tried a lot to come up with speeches. I could not succeed. You made him to come as a DTM. And that DTM is very important for me because I've seen him as a person who inspired thousands of people. Okay. But I was one of them. And many things I learned from him. And when I heard that you made him, you were one of the instrumental person to support him to make DTM, I think I started liking you that day. Good job, Shekhar. All the best to you.
Thank you so much, Ravi Shankar. As I said, this is because all the past leaders who have done the platform for us. Thank you. Anyone? I'm seeing our District 116 PQD, Thailand. Sir, could you please share your words? If you are, yeah, I'm seeing you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Now, first of all, I was really, I used to attend ICTM meeting there, and even I think once or twice I attended your awards nights also. Even last I attended in Oryx Hotel. But today I was taking the notes of all the awards, what was declared today, and all, even the names and names of the awards, because I was very captivated with the names of the awards. That this one, and even that the language what is mentioned there, it was awesome. And I think it's all very, very thoughtful awards. Really very nice and well conducted event, I would say. Very nice. And thank you very much for all the support we receive from Indian Club. And next year, I'll be expecting more support from Indian Club. So let's see how it goes, right? Wish you all the best to you guys, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Thailand DTM. I'm sure as a president-elect, we will support you full-heartedly. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm seeing last.
We still have Sampath Soundarajan.
Last but not least, Sampath Soundarajan. Now the time is almost 1 o'clock. Still, he is with us. Sir, would you like to say something about us? It's our pleasure to hear from you, sir. Maybe he went to sleep.
Also, during the meeting, we had Dagupati Rao joined the meeting, but he was not able to connect. We had, yes, we have Ritesh Joshi. Yes, Bhaskar was here. Ritesh Joshi was here. Buller sir was here. He logged in and he was not able to. So we had so many members who came in. Good.
It's really a great pleasure to see, Indian Club creating so many leaders. You talk about Ravi, Joseph, Surya, Anita, Mangai. Wow, it's really, you are a factory of creating leaders. It's really kudos to Indian Club. So, and Mangai, wow, amazing. Sampath.
So, Christopher, you can recommend Indian Club to the members, other members or new members.
Yeah, sure, why not? I've been always addressing Indian Club as a thriving club. You guys are amazing, and first club to start off virtual meetings, and the accolades that you have achieved was tremendous. You guys are a dictionary, if you say, in terms of Toastmasters. You have created a lot of stuff. Kudos.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sunil, we would like to hear from Sunil.
Yeah, so Sunil is there. Yes, I thought of saying. Sunil, would you like to share some words?
Yeah.
Thank you, Sunil.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I won't put the video on because I haven't got the tuxedo for an awards night.
So that's a Hubert Chapel speaking, huh? Hubert Chapel speaking.
But I enjoyed every moment of it from the time I put it on. That was around 7:45. And I think it's a marvelous manner to end a term and motivate the entire club to step into the new year. Greg, I mean, I've seen a lot of new things today. Speech is brilliant, evaluation is brilliant. We had a fantastic keynote speech, a lot of learning from that, and the awards night. And just as our district PQD mentioned, a lot of innovations, the kind of awards that you all came up with, a lot of thought put into it. I loved the way Shekhar conducted it. It was an awesome evening to spend. I was so glad that I logged in. Thank you for having me in. Thank you for ushering me in without putting the video on and not pushing me. I don't want to steal the thunder today. Thank you. All the best to Indian Club. All the best. You are a force to reckon with. I am from Doha Club. I know you guys are giving us a tough time. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Sunil. Thank you. Thank you.
We have also Archana still here. She should share her first icebreaker experience. Yes, Archana?
Archana?
Yeah.
Well, it was a great experience actually. I generally don't take part in the table topics, but I've seen a progress in my husband. Actually, he is speaking greatly right now. Because first he said that...
In the contest or with you?
Sorry? Not me.
Doing
Well, those are the inside input. I mean, those are the inputs which I shouldn't share, you know. So I would just say that only with you all, he is great right now. Well, this experience was good. Sharing my... Actually, I never share about myself to anybody. So it was a great task for me. I took too much of time to write about this icebreaker speech, actually. Janini knows, Mr. Shekhar knows how much they were pushing me actually to write it and, to present it. But I was not able to, put myself in words, basically. And then I actually asked my mentor, Janani, to actually tell me exactly what to say without revealing what I am. She said that don't talk about your qualification, don't talk about your profession, just say what you feel like. And whatever I presented, I think so it was enough to reveal what I am rather. So it was a great experience to know how you have to write speeches, because this is the speech I'm giving after 2 years of gap, because I left India, I left my job also. So it was like, playing a role as a housewife, you just lose contact with people and you lose the confidence when you are speaking in front of people. So yes, I felt great actually. And what should I say? It was great experience. I would say only this much. And thanks a lot for having that patience to understand me and listen to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Archana. Thank you so much. DTM Sampath, still he is there, right? He is around.
Anyone like
Is Sampath there?
Sampath still there? He's still there, but it's in mute. Maybe.
He must have. He actually sleeps in the meeting itself. I know.
Sandy sir, when you are going to give your icebreaker pathways, in pathways.
Ravi Shankar.
Yeah, no, for both.
Ravi Shankar and Stanley. Stanley left, I guess.
Stanley's left.
Yeah, he just left. What about you, sir? When you are going to give your icebreaker?
I'll talk to the president-elect for that.
As a VP education, I couldn't do
you
it.
You are asking me this question in the last meeting.
Toastmaster Kumaran, you should be thankful that at least he is here in the meeting today.
He asked a help actually.
Because tomorrow we have district ExCom. Today we cancelled 2 meetings. I told I'm not coming.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you, Ravi.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone, for your wonderful time.
Congratulations.
Okay, thanks to the present ExCom and best wishes to the new ExCom. All of you, good night. Bye-bye.
Godmother. Godmother.
Godmother, my daughter is making fun of me. What is this?
Godmother.
Now, next time we have to think about what I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's what. Anyway, thank you. As somebody was saying, lovely awards. The names are really catchy.
The Godfather is a story of Dawn and underground. Godfather is what?
Godmother.
Just tell me one thing. Only tell me one thing. Mary Pusa named Godfather. Who named Godmother?
Surya Narayanan.
Anita, make your guns ready at Surya.
Most of the credit goes to Surya Narayanan. We have given our idea, then he had given some innovative, catchy name behind.
I had to choose between matriarch and godmother. I went for godmother.
I have to ensure that he is taking morning showers too to get out this idea.
You should have asked us what name you want to give to Surya. We would have told you. You gave him what? We would have told you a very good name for Surya.
Yeah,
you asked me that question.
See you
Good ones.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, since everybody has left and only few of y'all are left, I'll put the video on.
And you are right.
I hope you don't have a glass in your hand, Sunil.
I think he may have.
Who's that there?
Hey!
Sunil.
So you had a ball.
I'm not able to see.
2 minutes left.
See, if I would have put the video on earlier, I would have stolen the thunder. So I didn't want.
What is this, Sunil?
Good one, man.
Sunil, you look like one Malayali actor. I don't know his name, but now you look like very much like that Malayali actor.
Naren Karthik.
Truly Malayali. Yours truly the
I don't know his name, but there is one actor.
Yeah, Naren Karthikeyan. Naren.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
But he was like man. See, but he is a different man.
Sunil, is it
like
self-inflicted?
He is a very different.
Do it yourself. Do it yourself.
Self-deprecation. As Chandil Kumar said.
Sunil, I want you to take next TT speaker, Sunil, in our contest.
No, I'll be the winner because judges will give him this itself.
They will get carried away with that shine coming from.